Hello, I'm speaking today from my bedroom, my very pink bedroom. If you're interested in all the pink goodness, there is a bedroom tour on my channel. But today I am here to talk to you about this book, Things I Wish I'd Known by Emily Norris. It's an expensive book. At the moment it's about £15 on Amazon and eBay. So is it worth buying? I have read it and I've got a bit of a summary and some of the top hacks out of it, so that in theory you may not need to buy it, or you can see if you think it's worth it. So to quickly scan through the main points, there is a big section on children's activities, things to do on a rainy day kind of thing. There's lots of home and cleaning hacks. There are 3 pages of elf on the shelf ideas and Christmas creativity. There's a passage on moving house, which I wasn't expecting, cooking hacks, recipes, and travel and holiday tips, which are quite useful. And then the final section is about babies, so sleep hacks, feeding hacks, things like that. So if all of those are kind of what you are looking for, it might be worth buying. But I have found my top 20 from the whole book. I have gone through it and thought the ones that I've been like, oh, okay, I really didn't know that, or that's really useful, I have pulled out for you to save you the work. So you just need to listen to this in the background as you are doing the washing up or making the packed lunches or whatever it is you might be doing. And hopefully you'll have a, oh, okay, moment like I did. So firstly, how annoying is it when you have stickers on things that you can't peel off? You know, you start to peel them off and it leaves that little bit, oh, it's just frustrating, isn't it? Emily says if you blow a hairdryer onto the sticker for a few seconds, it will melt the glue, I guess, and it peels right off. So worth a try. I'd leave it on for like 30 seconds just to be sure. Number 2, pull down baby vests and sleep suits. She's actually put this on the blurb of the book to say that it was the thing that was really life-changing for her. So if you have a baby and they do a poo explosion, or even if they just spill their food or whatever it might be, those little sleep suits have kind of a bit of give here, and that means you can pull them down instead of having to take the mess over their head. So worth knowing if you didn't know that. Number 3, if you have really mucky, grimy, water-stained taps, just rub a lemon on them and then a bit of kitchen roll, wipe it off, leaves them beautiful. Shaving foam apparently gets oily stains out of clothes, towels, bedding, things like that. And so does chalk. So if you get makeup on a jumper or something, rub some chalk on it, or some shaving foam, leave it for a few seconds and then just wash it as normal and it will get the oil out. Another one, I like this one. If you have a kind of explosion in the microwave, or you just haven't cleaned your microwave for ages, pop a bowl of water into the microwave with some lemon juice in it. Put your microwave on for a minute and it will make it all kind of steamy and lovely, so everything will just wipe off. So actually use your microwave to help you clean it. Next one. This one is not really in the book, but she talks about cleaning bath toys in the dishwasher. That's fine, but what I wanted to say on top of that was inside bath toys where you can't see, there's nearly always a tiny hole in them. You get this awful black mold very, very quickly after 2 or 3 times of toys being in the bath. So if you've got your kids, you know, squirting themselves in the face and messing with these bath toys and you know that's on the inside, throw them away very regularly, I would say. I try not to buy toys at all now. I do like the wet books and things where you can really see how clean they are. Next one, if you don't want to iron, and who does? I don't do any ironing, but you really need something ironing quite quickly. If you have a tumble dryer and you pop the item in with a wet cloth or a damp cloth or tea towel or something like that you just run under the tap, it won't get the other item wet, but somehow them going around together in the tumble dryer takes the creases out of the item. It really does. So just putting a few things in or one thing in with something damp will help. This one I did not know as a new mum, and I wish I did. The sun will take stains out of clothes. So especially if you have a sleep suit with a poo stain up the back and you've washed it and it's still kind of this yellow stain, literally put it on the line in the sun and it will bleach it right out. It will disappear. It's amazing. Even if it's not that time of year and you put things on the windowsill or face the area near the sun, put the stained clothes in the sun's kind of view and the stains will come out. Next one, magic erasers. You can buy these just off Amazon, eBay, supermarket in a pack. They look like little white blocks and you can rip them to size if you want, or you can use the whole thing. And you put a bit of water on them and they are really good for getting rid of loads of things. Scuff marks, kids' pen marks on tables, magic erasers they're called. They are so good for all sorts of things that you can't get off, so worth a try. This one I hadn't thought of. Emily says dust your light bulbs. So when you're going around doing dusting, if you ever have time for that, just give the light bulbs a dust and it's amazing how much brighter they are, she says. It's something we don't think of. I definitely have never dusted light bulbs. I barely dust light shades. But I'll give it a go if I ever pick up a duster. Paint pens as well. If you get knocks on the wall or little scuffs, or your kids ride a scooter into the wall or something, instead of getting a tin of paint and a brush, you can buy paint pens of all different colours just online. Have a look on eBay just to touch them up, so that is worth knowing. I tend to, every time I make my daughter's bed, her bedroom is on this channel as well if you want to have a look, but her bed is against the wall, so when I tuck in her duvet down the side of the bed, I often take paint off the wall with my nails, which are not particularly long, just with tidying the bed, and that's really frustrating, so that might be a way to go for me. Okay, for you left now. You can use double-sided tape on the corners of rugs to help keep them in place on laminate floor or doormats, things that move all the time. If you feel like you're always straightening them, use a bit of double-sided tape, not all the way around, but just on each corner to keep them in place. If you get too many bubbles in the bath and your child is having a fit that there are too many bubbles, which you never know what children are going to flip out about, do you? Just put some cold water in and it will make the bubbles disappear. She also says, this is not one of my 20, but I will add it in because it's a good one. When parcels arrive and they have that like white padded kind of stuffing in the parcel, and you think you have to throw it away, quite often if you put it under the tap, put it in the sink and put the tap on, it completely dissolves. So it's taking up less room in your bin. And I guess it's better for the environment that way. Another one I liked, instead of buying like a bed guard, or especially if you're going on holiday with a toddler, a pool noodle that you hold onto to swim can be tucked into the side of your sheet and stop your child from rolling out of bed. I don't know how permanent a solution that is, but it's definitely good for a holiday and perhaps worth trying just at home. This one I already did. I don't know if you'll already know this one, but she was amazed by it. When you have a birthday cake or any kind of cake really, and you're storing it in a cake tin, have the lid at the bottom on the work surface, then put the cake on, and then put the lid of the cake tin on the top, so that when you lift off the cake lid, you can cut it more easily rather than trying to cut it inside something with high sides. So yeah, basically store your cake upside down in the tin. Next one, I love this one. I used this one only yesterday when I wrapped a birthday present. Have you ever cut some wrapping paper and it's not quite big enough? It doesn't quite meet in the middle. You're like, no. Turn the paper diagonally and try it that way, and it somehow gives you more paper. I don't really know the maths behind it, but it works. So turn the paper and it will fit. Use an old suit carrier, one of those suitcase things with the zip on, to store wrapping paper. I like that one. Wrapping paper will fit well in one of those, so if you need to store it away, that's a good place to put it. Use this year's Christmas cards as next year's gift tags. So cut the front off, cut out the little pictures and use it as gift tags. I've now gone one step beyond that really, and I just write on presents with a black Sharpie. because I can't be doing with tags. So I will, and to be fair, they're only going in the bin. So I just write on it with Sharpie. You can always find a funky coloured Sharpie if that works too. And then my very last two that I have taken from this book that I found most useful: have cleaning products in the room where you are going to use them. So it's a good idea to have a cloth in the bathroom so that you don't have to go downstairs when you see something needs cleaning or you want to clean the bathroom. You're more likely to just grab a cloth and go, oh, I'll just wipe the sink now. Job done. It's almost better, especially with things like bathrooms, with rooms like bathrooms, to do it when you see it. It's a sort of, you know, every time you go in, you just give things a quick wipe rather than a great big bathroom clean. Sometimes is more effective. And the very last one, if your child does not like having sun cream applied, which will probably be coming up in maybe a few weeks' time, it is the end of March now, try it with a makeup brush, a new clean makeup brush. Put it on, put the sun cream on like that. It's a bit tickly, it's a bit more fun. They might prefer it to having it rubbed in. So that is a way to go there. And you can always spray on the sun cream and then use the brush to rub it in afterwards. So I hope you enjoyed those top 20. If you buy the book, please let me know. Let me know what your favourite hack was, whether you think the book is worth buying or not, and what you think of Emily Norris, because she's given me a lot of help over the years with a lot of things she's said. I sometimes struggle with a bit of comparison and a bit of, oh, I want to be as good a mum as her. I wish I had my makeup done like she does. You know, things like that. But you know, I think she's real, and that means something on YouTube, doesn't it? So thank you very much for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye bye.